Hello everybody, hello Unexpected Maker and Hasitir. I never actually thought about how to pronounce that before. Hasitir. And hello iGiggles. Yeah, so this is the first Twitch only stream, so we'll see how it goes. I changed out the chat like 5 minutes ago. I forgot that I'd need to do that, so it seems to be a little bit small, but I need to look at that some other time. I don't think I'll have time to do anything about it now. Yeah, to be honest, I need to do a couple of different OBS things to get like proper like Twitch integration with the chat. Is there no sound? It looks like I have sound just with the level. Not too sure though. Let's wait for confirmation on that. It looks like Unexpected Maker has it and iGiggles has it, so maybe there was just a bit of a delay. I didn't, I had to enable. Oh yeah, I knew it was you, Michael. I don't think I ever tried to pronounce your handle before, because on YouTube you're Michael, so I never needed to say it out loud. Yeah. So, that's weird. So it defaults to muted. Weird. Okay, cool. So, yeah, in this stream, I'd like to look at the alarm clock again. Why not? This is our lovely alarm clock that has a bit of dog hair attached to it and stuff. Yeah, so a couple of things that I'd like to change about it. Number one, I would like to give myself a way of getting the IP address. I think it should display it on startup. You won't be able to display the entire IP address, but you could definitely put like I guess it's the least significant part of the IP address, the last couple of digits. So, like your subnet is whatever 192.168.1. Whatever your IP address is, and if you just put in that number, that would be something, because this is a different Wemos than I was using the last time or the first time I was doing it. So like I knew the IP address of the other one, but I didn't know the IP address of this one, so the way I had to actually get it was by looking back on the stream to see what IP address I went to on the on my desktop. So yeah, kind of weird. So that's one thing we'd like to change. So add the IP address on startup. Another thing I'd like to add is Wi-Fi Manager. So if you're familiar with my videos, Wi-Fi Manager is a library. It's a really good ESP8266 library. I would say it's probably the best one, where your ESP8266, it'll work almost like a Chromecast if you've ever set one of them up. When you plug your Chromecast in first, it creates its own Wi-Fi network, and then you connect to that to kind of give it the details of your actual Wi-Fi network. And that is the same way that Wi-Fi Manager works, that it lets you, if it can't connect to the network, it will create its own one, and then let you put in your thing. So it makes it more portable. So for example, if I wanted to bring this somewhere, that would be that. Thank you iGiggles for the bits. I have no idea what they are, but I also noticed that they're not showing up too well in that chat up there, where there. They show up pretty good in the dashboard window though. Yeah, for next week I'll have it tidied up so like that's showing up on screen and stuff, and I'll tidy up the chat as well. But yeah, thank you. All these things that I need to get used to now, bits and stuff. Yeah, so Wi-Fi Manager is the second one, and then if we have time, my wife has asked me to replace the buzzer with something else, because she says the buzzer absolutely scared the crap out of her this morning when my alarm went off. So she is asking me to change it. So possibly might change it to so this is a buzzer, but if we changed it to like maybe a passive speaker, we could kind of play a melody or whatever rather than just turning on the buzzer. Melody might be a bit of a problem with like, because you need to maintain timing to play it or whatever, but maybe we'll just play around with PWM on that one, but who knows. First things first, we'll get the IP address displaying anyways, because that should be pretty simple. Yes, so let's do that. How is everyone doing today anyways? I haven't got to ask how's it going to people yet, so I'll do that now. How's it going? I am really tired today for some reason. It was my first day back in work after being off last week, so yeah, that was fun. Also, I finished what I was working on that I was tweeting about on YouTube. This will kind of make this will kind of make an appearance in my next video, I think, but not really. I'll explain what it is some other time, but I spent way too long making this thing. It's relatively nice, but yeah. Anything you put in one of these cases is just a lot of time getting stuff to work. It's nice in ways. It's got a lithium-ion battery and micro USB charging port that I didn't cut out too well, but not too bad. And then a HC05 module and Wemos, and yeah. It's I made a terrible design decision to put this LED on D4, and the reason that's a terrible design decision is because the built-in LED is also on D4, and it's active low. So if I want to turn off this LED, I'm turning on that LED. So terrible decision, but I haven't too bothered fixing it. But yeah, I'll explain in the next video what that is in more detail, but yeah, sneak preview for you guys. Hey PsyQ, I believe, well, I presume it's PsyQ. Yeah, no YouTube. We're trying out something new. We'll see how it goes. Mightn't work out not having YouTube, but yeah, try something different, diversify. Yeah, sorry about that text being quite small. I probably won't be able to do anything about it now, but I'll do it for the next stream. It'll be much nicer, I promise. Okay, so let's open up the Arduino IDE and let's get to it. Yeah, last week I was off. I spent a couple of days working on stuff. One of the things I had to do was I had to change my camera drivers because I was having some issues with I don't know, what's this? Is it just called alarm clock? No, it's for something else. Let me just bring up. Let me just do open. I can't remember if I uploaded the last one to GitHub or not. Sketchbook. One called alarm clock. Is this it? Yeah, this seems to be it. Is it? Yeah. I think. I better show you what I'm seeing, I suppose. That'll probably help. So screen share and me. Just trying to figure out if this is it. Oh yeah, that's my new way of zooming in and out from the desk camera. So in the last one I got rid of some of the Google Maps stuff, but I don't think I got rid of it this much. So I might have the wrong thing opened. Let's try this one. 19th. Yeah. It's not a terrible idea. I'll have to send it to you too. Secret.h. Yeah, this looks more like it. Yeah, I don't know what the process of getting notified on Twitch is. Hey Dev, how's it going? And Crocoduck, thank you for joining. Hello to you, too. Yeah, I don't know what the process for getting notified on Twitch is. Do you need to have the app and then like be following the person? Gary, I'm gonna pass that one off to you if you know the answer to the question. Hey Greg, a foot switch with 2 wireless modules inside. What could that be? It was a waste of time, Greg. That's what that was. No, I'll use it for something, but I pivoted during halfway through building that. I decided to just finish it off because it would have been an absolute waste to not do that. But yeah, let me know if the text over there is big enough. It's very bright actually. Let me change that. Okay, you get an email alert. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. So, oh, that's weird. The camera is, I don't know, kind of wrong. It's mirrored anyways because I'm pointing to my right now, and it's clearly pointing to the left of the screen. I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I can change the size of the text there. But yeah. Yeah, no, I'll definitely, possibly the next stream, we might take a look at the Twitch API for different things like that, because, you know, like a lot of streamers would have like, oh, someone new has followed them and they display it up on screen, but like, I think it would be better if I had something up there or whatever that said like, oh, I've been followed, and, you know, have the text of, or the name of the person show up there, because like, that's what we do here. We make stuff, we integrate, we make pointless IoT projects when we could just use software. But yeah, that's how we roll. Yeah. So okay, cool. Let's jump into it. So IP address. I guess the first thing we need to do is take out that last bit of the IP address, and so we want to use it. So if you missed it, I'm doing 3 things today, I think. Putting the IP address on boot, I think, would be an important one, because I was saying that I didn't know the IP address, so I couldn't set the alarm last night until I looked back on the stream to see what the alarm was. Oh yes, I see Ian mentioned about my haircut. Yep, I get that done every 2 months or so, and so it's good for a while, and then yeah, yeah, so that'd be a fun project anyways. I don't have too many of the 8x8 LED things. I also have the, you know, that LED matrix, like the big one that I finished on a stream at one stage. Like, you could probably scroll text on that pretty good, and it would fit almost like in a big square up there. You know, it might work out. We'll see. Yeah. Does somebody want to do a ping and see kind of what the speed is of it to appear up on the chat? I'd be interested to know, because this is going straight to Twitch now. No restream IO. Yes. So Wi-Fi local IP. I guess we need to parse that out. Parse IP address on Arduino. It's either pretty slow or none of you want to do the thing. No, I want to convert an IP address to a string. 2248. Yeah, if you message that as soon as I said it, there's a pretty big delay. Arduino IP address to string. I just want to get one segment of it. Let's get one segment of IP address. So it's 4 bytes, comma delimited list representing the address. That's its constructor. It doesn't have anything to let me get it back out. 12 seconds. It's not super great, but it's an improvement, I would say. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the actual. I keep doing that. I must have had it swapped around before. I'll keep an eye on the actual Twitch chat, which is on my other monitor, and hopefully that'll be a bit faster. I did checkbox settings, timestamp. Yes. I can. I don't know if it's not going to update that other one though. Let's see if I can make it update that other one. I want to pop out the chat. Oops, I completely reset my own chat there. I have timestamps. I don't see how to pop out the chat here. Yeah, so like the one that you see above me there is like it is a browser component in OBS. Browser component in OBS. Hassiter, that seems really long. I wonder what's wrong with that. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I'll sort that out the next video. SciQ. Yeah, that's a browser component, and I just copied a link in, and I'm sure there's a way of taking out or passing in the property to change it too. So I don't know. Gary, I used an automatic. I just set the setting to automatic, so I don't know. Maybe I could have made that better by not using automatic. Make me lab. I timed one 9 seconds. Not too bad. Yeah, cool. Hey, hey Eric, welcome. So maybe I am using an American server or something. The Europeans are seeing 12 seconds and Canadians are seeing 9 seconds, so I'll fix that for next time too. Okay, Arduino IP address to string. It looks like I'm going to need to yeah, this looks good. Why convert to string? Oh, Cool. So the IP address is an array. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, so IP address is an array with each like segment being it. So I just need to take out the segment at index 3 or the 4th segment. So that should work for me. Cool. Let's see. So I guess I would do that in the in here. So we're displaying boot, and then when we get an IP address, which we have here, so let me just bring up that thing a second. IP address, Wi-Fi local IP. IP address. Let's put the Wi-Fi IP address in here. Serial print. Now we are going to display the number on the screen. Do you think it's working any faster now, Hassiter? Or Michael? I see the name Hassiter, but I know it's you anyways. Yeah. Okay, so I need to display the data, this encode digit. I think I'll look at the example for this library now, because I don't think I need to display the digits individually like for a number like this. So let's hey Mike, how's it going? Hassiter 17 seconds sounds a lot better. Alright, so hopefully that'll speed up the kind of interaction time if I'm yes, Michael is German, making up all my German buddies. There's at least 3 on the chat at the moment. Dave, Hassiter, and PsyQ. I think that's it. We have a Canadian, 2 Irish people, and I can't remember who else is on. What am I doing? Not preferences. I'm looking at examples, and I'm going down to the TM165 library. 16737. Yeah, klar. So this is it's a pretty nice example actually. It's there's a lot going on in it, but it covers a lot of what the thing can do as well, which I like. So like this show number decimal and without leading zeros, so that's setting it to false. So I can just use that display show number decimal, and we'll use this here, and we're going to pass in IP address. We're going to make this false, and we're going to pass in IP address number 3, and then I think I want to I'll just do a delay here of a second for the minute, just to okay, cool. Maybe as a ex-member of the British Empire, Canada gets preferences for the streams. Who knows? Cool. So let's see if that works. So I should just be able to. It would help if I plugged in the box. That would help immensely, I would say. Let me move me. There we go. Not too bad. That's the thanks you get. Put the queen on the money. Get the better Twitch servers. Am I plugging this in wrong? Yes, I am. Okay, so we got boot at the moment, but now we're hopefully gonna see. Yeah, so the camera is a good bit darker today. Might need to play around with that a bit, but yeah, like one of the disadvantages was of changing the drivers over, so I got sidetracked. I've two cameras. I have that one and this one, and they're both C920s, and I was having a problem that if I set one of them to have a setting, it was sometimes applying to both of them, and that was causing me issues. And Logitech released a video there in January saying like, oh, if you just use the generic drivers, it actually works better, which is kind of funny, but it does seem to work better, but you lose all your settings from before. The Logitech software doesn't work to control them anymore, so yeah, so it's a bit different. So I'd say maybe like the gain and stuff isn't the best on this at the moment. It seems okay though. It's just a little bit darker than usual, I would say. Okay, so let's upload this. Tools, I have the COM port selected and a WiMOS. Awesome. How true, live stream delay. Yeah, I guess I need another 7-segment display. And I probably have millions of them, I don't know. Another thing that I maybe would like to do on a stream is like sacrifice one of these 7-segment displays, because I would like a bigger 7-segment clock, and I don't know if you remember, I got like a bigger one in a post bag. I got a bigger one in a post bag, and I would like it should work with this TM167 whatever chip, and yeah, I thought it would be cool. Like I can buy this module cheaper than I can buy this chip, so like I could just sacrifice it and, you know, try connect to the pins that are in there with the bigger one. So yeah, maybe that'd be a fun stream. Get to desolder stuff. I desoldered something at as part of this project, and it went pretty well. I used the solder sucker and it went great. My solder sucker has a bit of a flaw where it like pops the two parts apart from each other, so I just taped them together. Like I'll be able to undo it. I do want a big 7-segment display. Just let me know when they're available on Tindy, and we'll look into it. Yeah, so I think everyone on here is familiar with Unexpected Maker's YouTube channel. He's been making a really cool 7-segment display. I'm pretty envious of, but yeah, so that uploaded, but I didn't even look to see did it work. Oops, too distracted. Oh, there it worked. So 30 is its IP address, which is that's exactly what I want, just a way of doing that. Yeah, Unexpected Maker, feel free to post a link in the chat. I don't think Twitch will stop you, so Gary's a moderator, or iGiggles. We won't he won't stop you either. Okay, so step 1, but yeah, cool, all good. So let's add a Wi-Fi Manager. Are we really all in the top 3 comments? No, I don't think I commented on that video, did I? I commented on his other videos, alright. Oh, you're still not a mod. Oops. Let me fix that, I suppose. Can I do that? Whisper, gift subscription, report. I thought I made you one already. Okay, 1 second. No idea how to do it. Let's do that some other time. Pinky and the Brine. Okay, yeah. No, I did see that video. Somebody who mentioned, was it Greg? Oh, sorry, Greg, New Zealand. Forgot you in the list of where people are from, and now Unexpected Maker is back, so that's Australia. So hey Andy, how is it going? That's my catchphrase now, Andy, if you're new. It's just what Irish people say when they're nervous, right? So yeah, okay, so got step 1 out of the way, so now let's add Wi-Fi Manager. So do I have it already installed? I should, and I do. Alright, so we're just going to use the really basic one, so let's take a look at the examples. Auto Connect is the basic one. Let's get rid of my desk. Ooh. Yeah, controversial. I don't care about cricket, so I don't care. But, hey, how do I pronounce that? Let me take a better look at it anyways. How would you like to pronounce your name? Wyknivag? Is the Y silent? Yeah. Oh, thanks for joining. Sorry about moving to Twitch, but yeah, it was just it's nice to do something different. And actually, to be honest, it's nice to learn about Twitch. Because you know, it's obviously a huge platform now, and I really didn't know a huge amount about it. Yeah, I'd say he's very offended by the cricket ball tampering scandal. Like, was it even for a proper match? Like, it wasn't in the World Cup or anything. It was just didn't want to lose to South Africa and something. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so Wi-Fi Manager. Here's the example over there. So if you're not familiar with Wi-Fi Manager, get yourself familiar with it. It's so good, and it's very easy to use too. So all we need to do is include these 3 headers. Let's try that. Yeah, people were telling me to do that in YouTube, and it did not seem to work. Okay, yeah, that did work in Twitch. Yeah, so okay. I giggles, don't get drunk with power now. You are a moderator. So far though, it's been very pleasant in chats. I've had 1 spammer on YouTube, and that was it. Like, Twitch wanted money for you to change your font color. Ooh, fun. Hey Gavin, how's it going? No problem. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Okay, so Wi-Fi Manager, all you need to do to include it in your libraries or your sketch is pull in these 3 headers. You do a local initialization in your setup. Wi-Fi Manager is this, and then you do Wi-Fi Manager Auto Connect. So what that will do is it will create a Wi-Fi point called Auto Connect AP if it doesn't connect to the last known details. So you know the way at the moment, and this alarm, the other alarm clock, let me close that one. I am making use of the fact that it will automatically connect to the last known Wi-Fi details. Yes, Dave, you are purple. You're looking very snazzy. And don't worry about spam. Sure, it's fine. Like, this is what we're here to do, is chat and stuff. Ooh, Gary's gonna add Nightbot. I was actually looking at Nightbot a little bit before. It has a API as well, and I think also works on YouTube. So I thought that might be a good thing to integrate with. You know, because you'd get both for free. I don't know exactly what hooks it gives you or whatever, but yeah. So Wi-Fi Manager, it'll try connect to the last known one, and if it doesn't, it will create this one. So yeah, cool. Make me Is that the one that has the picture of Mr. Meeseeks, and says when we leave and join? Oh yes, unexpected maker. What can you not say? Crap or something. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's pull this in. So it's literally a case, I do not have it at all at the moment, so I'm going to grab this. And then I am going to go across here. I probably have some of them already. Let's see what I have or don't have. Wi-Fi Manager, DNS server, web server. Okay, so I already have web server. So let's add a thing for that. One of my streams should nearly be tidying up this stuff. Deserved as well. That's a bad word. Did it start working again? I remember it stopped. It stopped at one stage. Okay. So we want to replace Wi-Fi Manager with. So we go down to our setup. Is my setup not my first thing? No. We remove basically all Wi-Fi code up to this point. So we can just get rid of, I guess it's just that really, because we do want to display the IP address and stuff still. So Wi-Fi Manager, and then we go back and I'll let you in on a little secret now as well. You can have you can see my password of this. So you can do an unauthenticated one if you want, but then you can also, if you so that will create an SSID or a Wi-Fi network called Alarm Clock with no passwords or anything. I'm still on the Zappu one as well. What did you say your name was? Gavin. Yeah, what's the differences between the two of them? I'll look into it, but if you could summarize it, that'd be great. I'm definitely still on Zappu's anyways. Zappu? Yeah, so it has an optional password parameter, and I'm just gonna call it the most secure one in the world password. Oh, the battery on my phone is actually pretty low. Do I have I have enough. Let me just clear all my let me just clear all my notifications so you don't hate me. Oh, cool. Hey, the Schmick, how's it going? Yeah, I use double reset along with Wi-Fi Manager, but it's cool that it's built in because it seems like the perfect solution for this. So one of the issues with Wi-Fi Manager doing it with Auto Connect is that, like, you can run into an issue like I'm about to run into right now, that I can't this board already has the correct Wi-Fi details on it, so it's not going to go to Wi-Fi Manager because it's always going to connect, right? And that's fine for the basic use case, but you can also add like API keys and things like that to Wi-Fi Manager, so it gets rid of them from your sketch as well, and that's when it becomes an issue. So if you, like, say in secret.h there is a Google Maps API key, if I wanted to revoke that and, you know, put in a new one, I can't just use Wi-Fi Manager for that because I don't have a way of invoking Wi-Fi Manager other than not not being on the right Wi-Fi network, which isn't always ideal. Like if I'm still in my house, I want to replace my key, but I don't want to change my Wi-Fi details. So yeah, so double reset detector is another really good one. I have a playlist actually, if on Wi-Fi Manager, so it's got 3 videos in it. They're all like 2 minutes long, so in total there is 6 minutes and 22 seconds worth of videos. If you're not familiar with Wi-Fi Manager, I really do recommend checking them out. So I've just posted that into the chat there. But as I keep forgetting your name, sorry, Gavin was saying, like maybe the fork of Wi-Fi Manager might be a better one to go for. But yeah, so the 3rd video, I talk about double reset detector and using that. So yeah, cool. So what I'm just going to do to get around this at the moment is I'm going to do Wi-Fi begin, but let me comment out this. I'm just going to Wi-Fi begin with bad credentials. It's capital W, right? Wi-Fi dash. Isn't it? I forget. To wipe all EEPROM. The Wi-Fi Manager doesn't keep the Wi-Fi Manager doesn't keep the credentials in EEPROM though, right? It keeps it in Flash somewhere. Maybe that in turn puts it on EEPROM. I didn't think it was actually EEPROM, but maybe it is. I don't know. Let me just go to yeah, since the last stream as well, I released a new version of the Telegram library. Yeah, it's pretty fun if you haven't used it. Especially if you use Telegram Messenger anyways, I would definitely recommend checking it out. There's some nice new features in it. Supports Telegram added a thing recently enough where you can pass like your live location for a certain amount of time, and it supports that. It supports inline buttons, and it supports the ESP32 now as well. So a couple of nice little changes to it, I would say. Arduino Alarm Clock last updated 21 days ago, so I didn't update it from stream 4, so oops, sorry about that. I'll make sure to do that today. Okay, yeah, so Wi-Fi begin was right, other than this is wrong. Wi-Fi begin, and I'm just going to pass in the 2 bad one. There's an option on board, in the board's option, to upload sketch just or all memory. Oh, let's take a look at that. Be something new. So is it in preferences? No. Boards. Auto format as well. Why not? Right. There is an option just under flash speed. In the tools menu. Oh, it's probably if I use a generic ESP8266, you get a lot more options when you do that. So I need to change that to. So I'm changing the reset method to node MCU flash mode, I have no idea. Flash size is 4 meg, 1 meg spiffs, and I still don't see the thing to remove stuff. Maybe I'm missing an extension or something that you have, but I don't see the option to delete stuff. Yeah, you must have another extension installed or something, maybe. It's cool. I'll take a note of that though and look into it. What's the latest? Is it like release candidate 2.5 or is it 2.4? Wi-Fi.begin bad. I typed that badly. Yeah, interesting. 2.4 stable. Yeah, there is a 2.4.1. Maybe it's that. I'll look into it anyways. Thanks for bringing it up. I missed someone in the chat there, actually. Hey, Ryan. How's it going? Ooh, we're up to 22 viewers, which is pretty good for stream on Twitch. Well, you know what I mean. First exclusive Twitch stream. So I'm just compiling this sketch, which should pass this in as bad. I don't want to change the board. Alright, so so it's displaying zeros there, and it's displaying zeros there for IP address too. That'd be great. Thanks a lot. If you're on Twitter as well, you can reach me there. I really need to do a better job of like advertising my Twitter and stuff. Like somebody in the video for or the comments for the video where I was saying I was going to move to Twitch was like, you're doing an awful job on social media, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably right. I'm not a big social media person. Oh, perfect. Honestly, for IoT, like this kind of IoT stuff, it's brilliant. I actually think it's the best messenger out there. The problem is not many people, like a messenger is only as good as the people that are on it, in terms of like there's no point you having the best messenger in the world if nobody else that you know is on it. So yeah, let's chat about that some other time, Sion. That now, the Russian government spying on you is a completely other matter. Let's that's a different thing. No, what they're talking about is they're trying the Telegram have I think it's a request from the Russian government for decryption keys. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. They're saying that they can't do it, that like it's distributed across loads of different servers and stuff, but yeah, interesting story. Right, so that's with the bad thing on. So now we're going to ooh, I actually had something nice on this before. Let's see, let's get rid of my desk. For my what is it called? My traffic display. Commute. Is that not there? Commute. Maybe it's just not loaded, or it's on another page or something. It's actually quite old now, the commute checker too. Yep, this is it. So if this is a project I did before, there's a GIF here somewhere. So it has 3 different routes displayed using NeoPixels, and it checks the travel time for all 3 of them and lights up the one that's the fastest. Yeah, and if it's the fastest but traffic is still bad, it lights up a different color. So yellow for average, red for bad, and green for good. And you might also notice the display is pretty similar looking, so that's where I stole the code from it. But there is something nice we can do with Wi-Fi Manager, is that when Wi-Fi Manager gets launched, we can kind of have like almost like a callback. And so let's see this config mode callback. This is like we're entering into config mode, and what I do is I display on the 7 segment display that we're in configuration mode, which I think is a nice little feature. So let's borrow that too. Not auto connect. Alarm clock. I'll put it above setup for the moment, but this code needs to be tidied up so much. I also need to probably bring in seg boot. I have seg boot. I need to bring in the other one, which is seg conf. Seg conf is this guy here. Alarm clock. Let's go beside seg boot here. Is there anything that I'm missing? C-O. I have O, I have F, and I have N there. Okay, so that should cover me there. And dogs are after hearing something outside. They're going killing whatever it is. What are we doing now? Now my wife is going to kill them. Okay, so DRD is double reset detector. Set segments, that should cover us there. You killed the conversation. You sure did. How dare you? Ah, no, it's fine. Yeah, no, I killed it trying to talk about Telegram. I just love it so much. Oh, there's one of the dogs scratching on my door. Did anybody work on anything cool over the weekend? I didn't do much at the weekend, no. They're literally fighting right outside my door, like up against my door. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh yeah, now you stop. Just when I'm trying to get some entertainment value out of you. So I need to add in the callback to Wi-Fi Manager to say go into that, and that is done here. Config mode callback. Not auto connect. Darn. There's nothing worse than the flu. Like, yeah, when you really have the flu, like, it's the worst. Just sweating and shivering and ugh, horrible. Okay, so that should work for us. So let's hit upload and see what happens. Let's bring back our desk view as well. Yes. Yes, Fanboy catching Pokemon on Sunday. Yeah, I saw your, like, was it a tweet? I guess it must have been a tweet. I don't follow you on Instagram. But not because I don't want to, it's because I don't use Instagram. But yeah, I was like, oh, is that a Pokemon from... Ooh, dropped a couple of frames there. I wonder what happened. I was like, is that a Pokemon from Pokemon Go? I was like, somebody still plays Pokemon Go? I never played it at all. Woohoo, it's displaying conf mode. Shiny Lugia. Yeah, if it's not an original 151, I don't want to know about it. You kids and your many Pokemons. Okay, let me just get rid of my... Okay, how's that? Bit shiny, but let's see what we can do here. Okay, so you can see the Wi-Fi networks around me, but there is an alarm clock now. So I connect to the alarm clock, and it's asking me for my password. So I put that in as password, if I type that correctly. So we're going to that. It's authenticating. Maybe I didn't type in password right. Okay, I did that time. So I think if I just leave it, it'll say like it's looking for sign in. It used to on one of my other phones anyways. Maybe it doesn't on this one. But what you can just do then, it works kind of like, you know, an airport Wi-Fi or a public Wi-Fi of some other description, where it just like when I go to a page, it'll automatically redirect me. I just want to make sure I don't have anything, and it's fine. I don't know if it works with HTTPS pages, but we'll see. Oh, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. What happened there? Let's try again. I'm down to 12% battery, which isn't good either. I don't care about the Porygon. I don't know what a Porygon is. Yeah, so see the way it's saying here to sign in to Wi-Fi network. So I can just click on that. It brings me to this lovely page here. Go to configure Wi-Fi. It does a scan of other Wi-Fi networks that are in the area. So it's found 2. These are actually both mine. So I'm not going to show you my password. So I just type in my password here. Don't look at me. So now credentials saved, trying to connect to the ESP network. And you see that in the background. So yeah, it's after getting the 30 IP address and the time again. So yeah, that's how you add Wi-Fi Manager to a project, and that's it. Now I could move this somewhere else and be able to connect, and I'll be able to tell my IP address when I reset it and stuff too. Oops. Oh, felt like I knocked that out. So just to show now, when I boot this time, it just connected straight away. Yes. Yeah, actually, there was kind of a lot of talk. I know you're not Australian, but there was a lot of talk about there being more cases of flu, and a pretty bad strain of flu in Australia this year or whatever. It's unfortunate that you caught the brunt of it, I guess. I don't know about using the buzzer now in terms of the next thing to do. I know in a stream going forward as well, possibly not the next one, I need to add this stuff. So I was thinking about it, and what I should have is Dang, that's unfortunate, Cian. Glad to hear your... Well, I presume that was a while ago, because you release videos like twice a week, so it wasn't any time since you started releasing videos. Yeah, glad to hear you got over it anyways. Yeah, so like there should be a web page where you can input these. So it has, you know, it's a form that has the text that you want. Second, I don't know where second is coming from. I guess is second coming from... It's probably coming from a define in the library or something. But yeah, basically pass that along true or whatever. Yeah. Down under is getting hit hard. I think in that case it's pretty safe to say it's just regular flu that has happened to a man. I think man flu is something that, like, where you have the sniffles or something. Well, that's how I see it anyways. You know, where you're actually, you know, you have a cold or whatever, but you're just, I don't know, not able to continue while a woman might be able to, or that's at least the claim anyways. Yeah, so let me get my buzzers and we'll take a look at just simply adding it, because I remember I tried to use one at one stage and it didn't work, so let's see what's up with that. Yeah, I'm just turning off my screen so you don't see my belly or whatever. Okay. Yes, I learned a new word today too. If you follow Dave Darko on Twitter, he was saying that somebody on Instagram called him a soy boy. I had no idea what that was. Yeah, I think it was a feminine man who's never been in a fight or something. That was the description I found. Anyways, okay, let's try to get this working. Sorry, and apparently it's to do with soy having an impact on testosterone levels or something. It was a strange thing all around, to be honest. No, Mike, I didn't. I must take a look. Little Ireland. This is exactly what everybody's here for, to see me look at special offers and Little. What's the top tools? Clever Cooks, Monday Madness. I saw you complaining actually before on Twitter. That's interesting. I saw you complaining about like the soldering iron you got on Lidl. I was actually using one for a while. It was okay. Like, it's not a patch on a good one, but like for a tenner, I thought it was relatively alright. I don't see where it is actually. Or maybe it's an old one. Or it's coming up maybe. Spring clean. Yeah, I don't see it anyways. Yeah, so I'm going to use a little small breadboard. I find that these are quite handy. They're like 40 cents delivered. I actually find that they're better quality than the other ones. Your tip melted after an hour. No, mine lasted longer than that, but a lot longer than an hour. But yeah, the tips were soft on them, and I couldn't find a source of new ones either. It was as cheap to buy another soldering iron than to hey David. Yeah, that sounds like a sponsored post to me. No, they used to have them as a regular item, or at least Aldi did. The rechargeable batteries, but they got rid of them, and they used to be super value. They were like Super Value is actually the name of another shop. Not sponsored. They used to be €3 or €4 for a pack of 4, which was great. Like, and they were good. Good quality actually. I still have a load of them. Yeah, I haven't bought AA batteries in yonks because I have so many rechargeable ones. Lidl is Aldi, except different, because you do have an Aldi, right? Or at least I see they sell 3D printers over in Australia. They don't sell them in the UK or Ireland, as far as I know. Yeah, they're a discount grocery store. So what I'm going to try to do here is, as far as I know, these are active low. So I'm going to just try, I'm just going to try make a beep. Yeah. I saw Angus retweeted somebody who mentioned that the Aldi in Australia, or at least one of the Aldis in Australia, reduced the price of their filament and 3D printers. Like, the filament was it $10 a spool, and the printer was like $350, which was pretty good, I thought. I wanted to go to Australia just for it. Yeah. It is not Lidl, but it's the you know, if you know Aldi and you don't know Lidl, I think it's fair enough to say that they're the same concept. At least they are in Ireland, and I'm pretty sure the UK ones are the same. Ugh. I don't know if you hear that, but it sounds horrible. Maybe it doesn't like... It's 5 volts, so... That's weird. Interesting, maybe it's just faulty. Yeah, I think... Oh no. No, there's 2 Aldis and 2 Lidls within 20 minutes of me. So, it's a little bit more convenient. There isn't an Aldi I don't know, North and South, or Nord and Sud in Ireland. There's just Aldi, and I don't know whether that's Aldi North or South, or what's the story with it. But oops. So I'm just gonna try. I have a standalone buzzer. Can you see that? Yeah. It's not the best shot of it, but oh, sorry, Mr. Spring. Yeah, so let me try to connect that up. I don't know if any follow Dave Watts on Twitter there. He's posting all sorts of weird PCB designs. Any idea why it sounds like that? Like I used the buzzer for the Zelda chest project, but yeah, like that's just putting 3.3 volts across. Oh, you have to put a square wave into it. It is one of those. Okay, I don't have a signal generator, so yeah, I guess I could just try the sample code for the Nano. It seems to need tone. Yeah, let me try. I don't know how far I can stretch my microphone. I suppose I can bring the buzzer to E rather than the other way around. I did hit her with straight DC and it didn't work. Well, it does some noise, but I would have expected straight DC to be just super loud. Like, just 1 second. Again, I'll save you looking at my stomach. Where is my Nano? Nano from another project. Analog write new frequency. Hello, who's that new person? It's not Leo. What we were working on today, it's not Leo, was we were adding to my alarm clock, which is there. What did we add? We added so it's a Wi-Fi connected alarm clock, and it fetches the time from an NTP server. One of the things that we added was the IP address to display just on the display, so you can set the alarm via like a web page, and that can be awkward if you don't know the IP address of it. So just putting up the, you know, like I know what subnet it's on, so it's just the last ping part of it. And then we also added Wi-Fi Manager to it, which is a really good ESP8266 library. And now we're trying to get a passive buzzer working, because my wife hates the sound of the current alarm, which I'll set it off now. Hopefully she's listening and hates it. My daughter is in the other room though, so can't be too loud. So 2246, send alarm. Oh yes, there we go. It is pretty loud, in fairness. Tape the hole. Yeah, but I also wanted to wake me up. Oh, I was thinking of another pretty nice feature that we could add. It'd actually be pretty simple to do as well. the snooze of shame button. It's a pretty ugly alarm now, but just think of the potential. Snooze of shame button, where like it posts to my Twitter if I press snooze, like it delays the alarm 10 minutes, but then but posts to my Twitter saying that I'm a lazy sod, or whatever an appropriate term would be to use. Okay, let's hook up some stuff here. So I need to do... Can somebody tell me what pins of Nano are PWM based? I can check myself now in a minute, but if somebody else could tell me, that would be great. Yeah, I actually I could put it on the Wi-Fi. I could put it on the Wi-Fi robot that our Wi-Fi RC card project that I made recently enough. That would work pretty well, I'd say. But my room's not that big though. V in. How is this yellow guy? Sugar. Let's just. Come here. Oh, and that'd really be helpful if I was doing a. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think he'd appreciate it too much. I don't know if he looks at my YouTube channel either. This, yeah. What would you call that? I'd call that a Arduino Nano. I think pin 9 is okay or something. Let me just grab an example. So chest melody Arduino. This is the gist I used for, let me get rid of the desk for that. So he uses, so I think he has the two of them named wrong, or at least I said he does, because the one he has for the Nano has speaker pin set to 0 and switch pin set to 1, but the one he has for the... But anyways, we just want to do an analog right. Oh, yes, I have the perfect thing. I wonder how this works now. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted strike. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on rugby recently. I don't know how I got caught down that that rabbit hole, but yeah. Oh, it's not. Okay, let me find this off screen in case I find some more weird stuff. Oh yes, this is it. Oh, hold on now, hold on. I need to I don't know if I can add that. How do I do that? I don't see how I can add my desktop audio to this. Why? Okay, I'll just leave it in the the chat, and you can all watch. There is 12 megahertz and 16 megahertz. Yeah. Brian's working from home this morning. That's true. That sounds pretty useful. Yeah, I only have this Nano now. So yeah, I like these Nanos because they have micro USB. slot on them. They're from Robodin or Robotdin or whatever they're called on AliExpress. I think they make super nice boards, not sponsored, but I think they've gone too expensive. And you can buy a Nano on AliExpress for $2. I don't know what's the best way to get to a shop from here, but Robodin. Robodin official store. Yeah, so let me get rid of the desk. You can buy a normal Nano on AliExpress for $2 delivered. These are now $3 plus 38 cents, so they're a good bit more expensive, and also as you like, the price for two is $8.15, which is $4 each, so that's now twice the price. So yeah, their shipping has gotten quite expensive lately, and even their products have gotten a bit more expensive too. Oops, just dropped my headphones. Yeah. They do make super quality boards though, has to be said. Like I have 3 Nanos from them now, a Mega, and I think of an Uno, but haven't used it yet. But I have a few Pro Micros as well, but not from them. Yeah, I like the fact that is that what it is? Because yeah, I always wondered what the story was that I couldn't buy like I couldn't buy more than 2 Wimoses, and the price shot up like or whatever. So that's good to know. Yeah, I guess that's pretty old now. This one, I don't know what the story is. Well, I can't remember exactly how old it is, but yeah, I really like their stuff, and the see-through breadboards I'm getting from them as well, and they're very good quality. But yeah, the postage has started to creep up, which is a pity. No, Dave, that's awful. I ripped pads off something, but I had a million of them anyway, so it was fine. Yeah, let me actually show you what I was doing. Oh, I turned on the wrong thing rather than turning off one. If you refresh that page, the shipping resets. Okay, cool. Thanks, thanks, Dave. Yeah, so I have a ton of these left over. If for those of you in the UK, they're from these power banks from Poundland. For those of us in Ireland, it's called deals, so they're £1 or €1.50, and inside them is that cell, which is a 1200 milliamp hour 18650 cell, and it has one of these boards attached to it, and it's a bit out of focus, but I feel like this is a ridiculously good value. So not only do you get a battery, although it is a little bit small, it's perfect for powering like these kind of projects. It doesn't have any, you know, the way some power banks have like a current limiting feature that if it's not drawing enough, it'll just turn it off. These don't have that. I think they're terrible for efficiency. I don't think they'll keep charge or anything. But yeah. So the other thing as well is like this is a super cheap. This is a super cheap boost converter. Like you know, you can plug in a lithium cell and you can charge with it, and it boosts it up to 5 volts too. So like, I think it's a really nice deal. Yeah, so I used them in the wedding lights project, and I was combining, it was the cheapest way for me to get batteries, so I was combining two cells from each one, or sorry, two cells from a battery and combining it onto one board. As an example of what that looks like. Yeah, so then it was kind of acting like a 2400 milliamp hour. So yeah, I've got a ton of these left over. Some of them I've broken, I'd say, but yeah, I also ripped the head off one, but I was actually able to salvage it. Okay, where is it? Let me zoom me in there. Focus. Yeah, so you can see I ripped the head off the one above my thumb, which is positive 5 volts from the boosted circuit. So I desoldered the USB type A, well, whatever, the big USB port from it. But I was able to salvage it because it was connected to this. It was connected to this piece of the PCB, and I don't know why I have it or when I got it, but I have this tool for scraping the solder mask off PCBs. Somewhere. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, it comes in pretty handy. So it has this kind of little fiberglass brush head, and yeah, you can just scratch off the solder mask, and reveals a nice big solder pad for me. So yeah, still salvageable even though it's broken. Yeah. It's not Leo. You will find Poundlands everywhere, I'd imagine. You should actually get them. No, Dave, they don't have a minimum load, which is a huge advantage of them. And you know what else is cool? They even come with a short cable. It's terrible, but like, it's really bad for charging your phone, but it's perfect for doing whatever. So I don't know if I have battery in any of these now, but there it is, powering a Nano, like, which would be very low current. I can even tell you that now. 1 second. There's a nice high-pitched noise. Well, see ya, unexpected maker. I'll talk to you again. May as well move to desk with me, you know, at the moment. There's a horrible high-pitched noise when I plug that in. So, like, Dave, that's working at what? 20 milliamps? 40 milliamps? 20 milliamps? So yeah, no minimum current on it. So yeah, I really recommend them. So like £1 each, you can't go too far wrong. It served me well for my purpose anyways. And yeah, the fact that they come with the boost converter as well, it's cool. And they're easy to open, and they even come with a cable. So, not sponsored. I think that's about the best thing I've gotten from deals in Ireland or Poundland. So Big Clive did a review on them, and he says they're horribly inefficient in terms of, like, they use a huge amount of power when they're off. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was bad. And I think anyone that doesn't have a button and has a low, like, doesn't have a low current drop, like, switch off, is going to be bad. yeah, I'd recommend looking it up anyways. He's definitely done it. It would be I haven't actually measured the cells, but they seem to be pretty close to that anyways. They're definitely reasonable. I wouldn't say they're less than that anyways. Maybe more? I don't know. They seem okay. They seem solid enough. I have these ones, and right, number one, 9800 milliamp hours, not a hope. Number two, I'd say there is like sand in them or something. They're like, this has a nice chunky feel to it. Feels kind of hollow to me. They have worked for me in the past, but I'm pretty sure they're terrible. I must measure them at some stage. They even are like, they seem to be much heavier down the bottom than I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but they feel much heavier down one side of it. Yeah, like I knew they weren't 9600 or whatever, but they were pretty well reviewed, so I was like, oh sure, and they were cheap, so I was like, oh, I'll get them and see how it works out. But yeah, okay, I haven't actually finished off this. Let's do that one test. So does anybody want to give me an analog write? I should write to this thing. Any analog write? 255. Let's use pin 9. I'm pretty sure pin 9 has of the ultra fire ones, or whatever these are called, GTF. GTFO. Yeah, they work. That's about as far as I go about them. I wouldn't recommend them. There's definitely something wrong with that. Let's see, so let's go to screen share me. Let's get rid of my desk. Let's bring me back in. Let's go to examples. We'll go to, yeah, like they feel wrong right from the off. Analog right mega. I don't know. Pin mode, this pin. What is this? Set pin. I'm just gonna do a new one. I'm really bad at doing anything from scratch, so I always use an example. So LED pin, let's make that pin 9. It's set as an output. We want to just analog write, and we're going to do, I don't know, 128. See you, Dev. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. No, this is the pin, which is pin 9 and 128, and let's digital write pin 9 low. Okay, and let's select. Someday I'll swap it so that I only have a couple of boards, but not someday soon. I think it was Big Clive as well that he was showing something interesting with these things that, like, when it's still very bright there. There's like a hot spot right here where it's super shiny. Yeah, it's nice that links work, isn't it? But don't post bad links, or Gary will get you. Although Gary's playing games right now. So I saw it pop up in my Steam window, so it'll have to be me that gets it. That when these are being charged, they stop outputting, which means you could actually charge them from. It means that you could charge them from the USB port of, or sorry, from like the micro USB slot of the Wemos, and it could also be used as, you know, the thing that powers the Wemos. So when you plug in your micro USB cable, the power will go into the charging port of the other thing, which will shut off the output, and then when you disconnect it, it will output again. Now you might need to put in a little capacitor or something, and just, well, not a little capacitor, a fairly big capacitor to, you know, allow for the changeover. But I think that that would be an actual workable solution, and you can buy those. I've seen those PCBs on AliExpress for like $2 for 5 of them or something, so it might actually be a pretty nice solution. I'll play around with it at some stage. I have a big problem with buying lithium cells because you can't post them, and there's no good sources of buying them in Ireland, so kind of goosed. Yeah, so I just do what I can, buy them from deals. Conrad is just so 90s. Is the site 90s as well? This PC actually I have, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, USB charging, $14.99. This PC I have is, I think I got it mainly in Germany as well. I don't think you're meant to post them on airlines anyways. As far as I know, it's IQ. I got from a company in Germany, Hardware Versand, before they shut down, and oh, there's a Hobby King UK warehouse. You see, I'm not in the UK either, though, so this is probably better, or at least easier for me. Yeah, I'm the same. I just, like, I ordered them from AliExpress, and sometimes they get returned, and sometimes they don't. I must check out the Hobby King UK warehouse though, because yeah, I don't know. So, like, I don't understand. How can I buy a phone or a camera or anything that has a lithium battery off Amazon.co.uk, but I can't buy the battery? That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We're not getting much beeping out of this thing. I think I was having more beeping when I didn't have that plugged in. Did I? Oh, maybe I haven't uploaded it yet, haven't I? That would probably explain it. Let's try uploading it. Yeah, they still won't fly stuff, but there is a mail forwarding service ran by the Irish Postal Service. There's a mail forwarding service ran by the Irish Postal Service that has a warehouse in the UK. And now they specifically say don't send batteries, but it works fine. Okay. That sounds pretty good to me. That's funny, put my finger on it makes it louder. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's weird that that works like that. I thought it was active low, but maybe it's not active low. Yeah, I need to go to bed too. I'm pretty tired. So yeah, kind of we took a weird direction there on the stream towards the end. But no, desk and me, I guess, is a better one. Like, I have a huge amount of batteries on my desk and testers and stuff that I didn't think I would have to begin with. Will be over in like 5 seconds. Yeah. Pi Moroni will ship to the EU, but you have to use DPD. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I at the moment I don't have a huge need for battery powered projects. Yeah, I don't know what I will do in the future, but yeah, I don't know. It's that will be, you need increasing volume. Yeah, that makes sense. Start low and how is Ireland not in the EU? We are super in the EU. We're like the EU good boys. We took one for the team when we demolished our own economy for the EU. Yeah, we're the most obliging people. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. It's funny. Like, it seems like such a simple project, the alarm. Like if you were to estimate how long this would take, yeah. Now I know I've been streaming, so that like adds a lot to it. I wouldn't say we are anymore. I don't think we were ever that bad either. I'd say like Italy are in a worse state than we are, and sorry, Crocoduck. Well, actually, he's gone to bed, so it's fine. I'd say Italy are in a worse state than we are. We've recovered. I don't know about that. Well, I can tell you that I've been streaming for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I don't know how long you've been watching, but you've been here pretty much since the start, so I don't think Twitch like to remind you that you've been looking at stuff for that long, so I don't know. Also, I have no idea what it is. Maybe somebody with more Twitch experience than me would know, but witnessmenow hosted me, whatever that means. So, like, if you go to witnessmenow's channel, it's linking back to me. So, yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's interesting. So I auto-hosted him back, and I have no idea what that means. So I must find out. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think we will finish it up there, unless anybody has any other questions. So how did you think the Twitch worked out? It's pretty much the same, right? It's not a huge amount different. 1 hour and 40 minutes is like a short-ish stream for me. Well, it's not short, but like I've done like 4-hour streams before, and it's tough. You're wrecked by the end of it. I'm just looking at creative here. We'll see how far down the list we are. We're not on page 1 anyways. Is anybody making anything cool ahead of us? Well, we must be above these. We've got more than 7. Maybe I'm not streaming in creative. Or maybe it's just not going to show me mine. But I definitely need to up my, like, game of, you know, putting stylish stuff in and things like that. Ooh, somebody's streaming a teardown of some description. Sure, might auto-host that guy. And oh, I just got a subscription on Twitch Prime. Thank you, Melmot the Sheep. Appreciate it. A subscription on Twitch. I believe it is good. I believe that's money, right? So thank you, Melmot. I appreciate it. I'm trying to find, like, so we have 17 viewers, so I should be pretty high in creative, but I don't see myself there. It just mustn't show me, or I'm not in creative, which I thought I should be. We're all noobs here. Yeah, so maybe the Schmick can explain what it is. No idea what that means in detail. About 3 pages down. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, actually, you're now a star. Yeah, you're the golden boy of the group, or golden girl. Yeah, as far as I know, it's $5 goes to me. Sorry, $5 goes to Twitch, and half of that goes to me. Less than half of it, which is kind of weird. But it does come free with Amazon Prime, as far as I know. It definitely comes free with the UK Amazon Prime, and definitely the American one. You get 1 Twitch subscription with Amazon Prime, as far as I know. And I'm not allowed to talk about it. The money aspect of it. Okay, everybody forget that I said that. Yeah, I didn't realize I wasn't allowed to talk about it. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, it's a lot though. It's a big cut, but I guess that's what they do. Which do you doubt, Dave, that you're not allowed to talk about it? Oh, 1 per 30 days, yeah. I'm not technically a partner. I'm an affiliate. Whatever that means. So there's 3 levels. There's just Twitch streamer or whatever, and then there's Twitch affiliate, which is the one I'm on, and then there's Twitch partner. Yeah, I read through some of the rules, and they do have some rules, like not being allowed to stream on other places at the same time and stuff. I didn't come across the money one. I dropped a few frames there. I'll look into it though. Yeah. Cool. Next live stream at prison for live. I have no idea what that means. I actually need to stream a little bit more to keep my affiliate too. I need to stream 7 times. I don't know if this is this is something I'm not allowed to talk about either now. I really need to read through the rules. I need to stream 7 times a month, as far as I know, or 7 times in 30 days to keep it, which doesn't maintain with my streaming every Monday. So I need to do a couple more. I guess I nearly need to do twice a week. So I'll probably add like a Sunday evening or Saturday evening stream for just a short one or something. Maybe just working on libraries or things like that. But yeah, cool. Ah, thanks, Dave. So Dave found that he has it too. That's cool. How long? Streams don't have to be... You need to stream for 8 hours within the last... you need to stream... you need to stream 8 hours or something within 30 days, but that's never going to be a problem for me. This is actually too much. I need to let it back down again. Yeah, that's why I keep turning off my camera. I'm standing up, that I don't want to show too much skin. And, oh, what's another thing that people do? It's like, oh, let me write on my board here to write down my subscription messages. Yeah, 8 hours, 7 unique days. So I that 7 unique days thing I need to get to, because I'll only hit 4 to 5 with only streaming on Mondays, so I need to add another 3 anyways. The Schmick or Sakalu, do you have Twitch channels? I'd be happy to link to you or whatever people do on Twitch. Yeah. Dave, do you stream on Twitch as well when you're streaming? I do really recommend Restream.io. I thought it was great. Yeah. One thing that I need to do is I streamed by mistake on on Saturday. So actually, there's a unique day. It was only 1 second long, but yeah. So if you can see my screen here, let me. Oh no, stop. Screen share plus me. There's meception. Sugar, how do I get showy? I use OBS to record videos from my webcam, and on Saturday I pressed the start streaming button rather than the start recording button. So I need to come up with a better solution for that. So sorry about that. There is one solution that you can do. You can have different. I can't change profiles, but you can have different profiles. So I can have a stream profile and a video profile. That is one way to solve it, and I'm thinking about a couple of others. I don't know if PsyQ is still in the chat, but one of the things in his I won't reveal too much, but yeah, he knows about something that I want to do. Anyways, just need to make a video. Yeah, maybe. I would like if there was a confirmation on the start streaming button, is like, you're about to go live, are you sure? Yeah. I think for your type of streams, Dave, I think Twitch would work pretty well as well. I think Twitch works better for longer streams in terms of, like, it seems to me that, like, you know, people will just be bouncing around creative and be like, oh, I'll see what else is on. And, you know, the longer you're streaming, the longer you're, like, on that list or whatever. So, I definitely recommend checking it out. Like, you've nothing to lose anyways, in terms of just using Restream.io and seeing how it goes. Yeah, I recommend. Okay, I've said goodbye like 4 or 5 times. This time I mean it. Thanks a lot for joining, everybody. Really appreciate it. Good fun as usual. I was pretty tired before I started the stream, but I feel a little bit more energized, but still pretty tired. Yeah, so if you've suggestions for other streams, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or leave a comment on the YouTube videos or whatever. Always happy to hear from me. So yeah, a couple more things to do with this alarm clock, and I think I want to make it a PCB as well. So I don't know whether we're at a position to do that just yet, but I definitely think it would make a fun PCB. So it's already Tuesday here. Sure, it's probably already Wednesday in New Zealand. It's probably not too far off it. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.